Well guys, the title is not clickbait. Yes, the PC market absolutely tanked. Everything is cheap and it's a very hard time for PC flippers like myself, but it's probably the best time for people who just want to buy a PC to keep, because everything has literally come crashing down. I know some people are saying that motherboards are on the rise. They are actually slightly increasing on the new market, but on the used market they are cheap as well, to be fair. And yes, new CPUs are expensive, but who out there is buying new CPUs? If you're watching this channel, you know that an i9 12700K or an i7 12700KF is gonna be plenty for modern day GPUs, so you don't need a latest gen CPU at all, to be fair. So what has really come down in price on the new market are SSDs. You can buy a 1TB NVMe drive from a reputable brand for $40 or from an unheard of brand for $30. So cheap. RAM, you can buy DDR5 30GB kits, 6000 MHz for like $100, really cheap. And you might be saying, yes, but GPUs have not been coming down in price even after the release of the new AMD RX 7800 XT, and that's true on the new market, but not on the used market. You see this Founders Edition RTX 3090 I have there. How much do you think I paid for it? Take a guess. 550 euros. 550, guys. This is like cheaper than a brand new RTX 4070. And it goes faster, much faster, and it has 24GB of VRAM. I made a build with this, another one of these cards. I bought like 4 because they're so cheap. And like I paired it with an i9. We will put the link to the build, but basically this thing will max out even at 4K most games for 60 FPS, and at 1080p 240Hz is easy for this beast. So they have come down, but it's not just a matter of the high end, because on the lower end they are even cheaper. I bought an RTX 3070 for 250. I bought actually 3 for 250, and I made like builds with them. They're all on the channel, by the way. If you want to see like where I put them, they're on the channel. 3060, I bought the cheapest one, was the one with the broken fan, the one I did the tutorial on how to fix a broken fan GPU one. I bought it for 110 euros, but it had a broken fan. You can buy a working one for like 150 to 160 dollars, euros. Dollars and euros are the same, one-on-one. So when watching my videos, you can just take the euros and convert it to dollar, because there is the conversion rate, but there is also the difference in the market. So in the end, they are basically one-to-one, I find in my experience. So yes, and you know what else is very cheap? Cases and water coolers. And you might be wondering why. If you go and look at the Corsair H150i, or like for example at a very popular case, the NZXT H9, they are not cheap. They cost same as they always have, right? Well, yes they do, but there are many more competitors coming on the market, like Mars Gaming, who I've had on the channel a lot, or iTech here in Italy, or Noah, Bitfenix. All those companies are making cheaper versions of the same case. So it's basically the same as the most reputable brands. Sometimes it's even better, like we saw with the Mars Gaming MCV3, because they implement a couple extra mounting steps, so they're actually even better, but they are not branded and they cost like half. So like for example, behind me there is the Height Y60, my personal case. It's an aquarium-like case. Now there is nothing quite like the Y60, but if you want a similar thing, you can buy, for example, LC Power made a case which is really good. You can go check it out. Or for example, again, the Mars Gaming MCV4, MCV3, all those aquarium-like cases, they come in at under $100. They are very cheap for the high end. And for the lower end, those cheap unbranded RGB cases like Nuo, Noah are appearing. Now these are called differently depending on where you live, but it's the same manufacturer in China that makes them, so you can just buy them, they are the same. And to be honest, for like a 3070, 3060, they are perfectly fine. The only thing that really genuinely costs the same, I think, is power supply. Power supplies are still pretty high. However, even there are a few newcomers in the game, like iTech is making good power supplies for a bit cheaper. So 20 to 30 bucks less you can pay there, but power supplies are still a bit expensive. But the rest, I mean, really, you can get everything for cheap. So should you build a gaming PC right now? Yes. Should you upgrade your PC right now? Yes. Should you flip PCs right now? Probably not. Like, the market is just going down and there isn't really much demand. So it's perfect to be a buyer, not perfect to be a seller. So I just wanted to give both sides of the medal, and I think it's a very good time for PC gaming, honestly. In my whole life, I have not seen a better time to get into it. So I'm really happy about it, even though again, it's a bit tough being a flipper, and you will see even better budget builds coming. So stay tuned. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.